NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's class...
Set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Southern California. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got Lewis. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
Let's go! Let's go!
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Callahan. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down, Buccaneers.
On 1st down, Linton. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up second and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. On first down, Callahan got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 8. Operating from the gun. Callahan. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10 at about the 32. Following the fumble recovery, Herbert dumps it off to Lewis. The broken tackle but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
Throwing on first down. Callahan. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. On 3rd down, Linton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
He's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Callahan. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Let's go, baby.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Operating from the gun, Callahan. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
A try here for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to lift the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Callahan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Callahan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Callahan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Koo for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 3rd down, Callahan. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 12. They'll run the draw here with Swift. They juked him. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Callahan. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Callahan. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath. Put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Operating from the gun, Callahan. A quick slant to Hill. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's 21-3. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Let's go. 18-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On first down, it's Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Herbert. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now they try the right side here. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. Touchdown. O.J. Howard. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Koo now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is caught on the right side. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. Going underneath for Lewis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's another Chargers.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Anthony Schwartz, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Mac Jones, over 300 yards passing in the victory with a couple of touchdown passes as well. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. And meanwhile, for the Chargers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle. 8 yards to go on second down.
It's second and 8.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Back to throw. Callahan. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes good plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. Well, a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert, throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. This is the tight end Njoku. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
We got this. 1st and 10.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites. And that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, Linton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on third down, Callahan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Throwing on first down, Callahan. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on second down, Callahan. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Looking to throw. Callahan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run here with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Callahan. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Chargers 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now the extra point. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
On first down, Linton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On second down now, Linton. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Looking to throw. Callahan.
It's a slant to Hill. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action, Callahan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Callahan. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37.
Now it's Herbert. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here we go on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, Linton. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Linton, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.